You wake up and it's already on the table. A small thing, heavier than it looks, cold in your hand. You don't remember it arriving. It's just there, the way some things are just there. Like it was always going to be sitting in your kitchen on an ordinary morning, waiting for you to pick it up. There's no manual. You don't need one. The moment your fingers close around it, you understand exactly what it is and exactly what it does. You can travel through time, anywhere, any year, any day, any single second in the entire history of the world, forward or backward, as far back as the first morning, or as far ahead as the last one. Once. That's the rule. The only rule. One trip, no return. The second you arrive, this moment, this kitchen, this version of your life ends. You can't come back to it. You can't try again. You can't undo the choice. You get one. So you sit down, because somehow the most ordinary morning of your life has just become the most important decision you will ever make. You think about the past first. Everyone would. There's a moment back there. You know the one. Everyone has one. The thing you give anything to undo. The word you didn't say. The call you didn't make. The last time you saw someone and didn't know it was the last time. And so you didn't hold on the way you would have if anyone had told you. You could go back. You could stand in that room again. You could fix it, but you'd arrive as a stranger to your own life. Everything that came after that moment, everyone you've met since, everything you've slowly built since would simply never happen. You wouldn't be repairing your life. You'd be trading it for a different one. And you'd spend that whole new life never knowing whether the trade was worth it. So you think about the future instead. You could jump ahead, 100 years, 1,000. See how it all turns out. See if we make it. See the cities, the machines, the cures, the answers to every question that ever kept you awake at 3 a.m. You could be the only person alive who knows how the story ends. But you'd arrive into a world where everyone you love is already gone. Long gone. Names on a list nobody reads anymore. You'd be holding the ending and none of the people who made you want to see it. You set the device down. You pick it up again. You think about all the places history would let you stand. The morning a war finally ended and strangers wept in the streets. The quiet room where they signed the thing that changed everything. A shore no human foot had ever touched. The whole continent silent and waiting. You could witness the single greatest moment the species ever had. And you'd witness it completely alone, knowing you could never tell a soul who would truly understand, because everyone who would understand is here, in the life you'd have to leave in order to go. That's the thing nobody warns you about the one trip. Every destination is also a goodbye. There is no version where you only gain something. To go anywhere is to leave here, and here is the only place that has the people in it. And slowly, sitting at that table, you start to notice the kitchen, the light coming in the window the way it does every single morning, the way you have never once stopped to actually look at, the sound of someone else moving around in the next room, the cup cooling beside your hand, the completely unremarkable Tuesday you were about to waste being annoyed by. And you understand something the device was never supposed to teach you. The reason you can't choose a moment to travel to is that you don't actually want a different moment. You want to keep this one. The power to go anywhere in all of time has quietly done the one thing nothing else in your life ever managed to do. It made you look at where you already are. You think about whoever held this before you, because someone did. It's too old, too worn smooth by other hands. And you wonder how many of them ever used it. You start to suspect the answer is none, that it isn't a door at all, that its only real function, the only one it has ever had, is to sit in your palm until you finally understand that out of every moment in the history of the world, The one you would choose is the one you are sitting in right now. So you set it down for the last time. You don't travel back. You don't travel forward. You stand up and you walk into the next room, where the person you would have left behind is waiting, not knowing they were almost just a memory. The clock on the wall keeps moving. 1 second, then the next, then the next. And you realize you were time traveling the whole time. Everyone is. Forward 1 second at a time into a future none of us get to see in advance, with no way back and no second try. That was never the rare thing. That was never the gift. The gift was the morning, the light, the cooling cup, the ordinary Tuesday you almost gave away. You had one trip. You were already on it.